Imagine a world where you're always surrounded by positive vibes, where negativity bounces off you like raindrops on an umbrella. Sounds amazing, right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, how to protect your energy from low vibrations. This isn't just some fancy idea. It's a life-changing skill that can make your days brighter and your heart lighter. The best part? You don't need any special gadgets or years of training. It's all about understanding your own energy and learning how to shield it from the not-so-good stuff around us. Now, you might be thinking, energy protection? That sounds complicated. But trust me, it's simpler than you think. We're not talking about building a physical wall around you, although sometimes that might seem tempting, right? We're talking about creating an invisible shield that keeps the good vibes in and the bad vibes out. It's like having a superpower, but instead of flying or becoming invisible, you're mastering the art of keeping your inner peace intact. Let's get real for a second. Have you ever left a conversation feeling totally drained? Or walked into a room and immediately felt the mood drop? That's what we're trying to avoid. When you learn to protect your energy, you're basically giving yourself a big, warm hug that lasts all day long. You'll start to notice that you feel happier, more at peace, and just generally more awesome. But here's the catch. And it's not really a catch, more like a heads up. To make this work, you need to be honest with yourself. You might need to take a good look at some habits or relationships that aren't doing you any favors. It might feel a bit uncomfortable at first, but remember, growing pains are just a sign that you're leveling up in life. And hey, I'm not just talking the talk here. I've been where you are, feeling like life was just one big energy drain. But once I started using these techniques, everything changed. I'll even share a super simple trick I use every single day that's made a world of difference. It's so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't start doing it sooner. All right, let's break it down. What exactly are these low vibrations we keep talking about? Think of them as the Debbie Downers of the energy world. They're the negative vibes that can make you feel like you've got a dark cloud hanging over your head. These low vibrations can come from all sorts of places. That coworker who's always complaining, the news that seems to only report bad stuff, or even your own thoughts when you're having a rough day. Picture it like this. Everyone and everything around you is giving off a certain kind of energy, like little radio stations broadcasting different tunes. Some of these tunes are upbeat and make you want to dance, while others are more like sad songs that bring you down. Low vibrations are those sad songs, the ones that make you want to curl up under your blanket and hide from the world. But here's the thing. Just like you can change the station on a radio, you can choose which energies you tune into. Understanding low vibrations is the first step in learning how to switch channels to the good stuff. So what does a low vibration feel like? It might show up as feeling tired all the time, even after a good night's sleep. Or maybe you find yourself getting irritated easily, snapping at people over little things. Sometimes it's that heavy feeling in your chest, like something's just not right, but you can't put your finger on it. Other times it's feeling like you're stuck in a rut, watching life pass by without really being part of it. These low vibrations can come from outside sources, like that friend who always seems to have a new drama to share, or places that just feel off when you walk in. But they can also come from inside you, those negative thoughts that play on repeat in your head, telling you you're not good enough or that things will never get better. The tricky part is that sometimes we get so used to these low vibrations that we don't even notice them anymore. It's like background noise that we've learned to tune out. But just because we're not actively listening doesn't mean it's not affecting us. That's why becoming aware of these energies is so important. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly you can see what's been tripping you up all along. Now, don't get me wrong. Feeling down or having negative thoughts from time to time is totally normal. We're human, after all, and life has its ups and downs. The problem comes when we're constantly surrounded by or tuned into these low vibrations. It's like trying to grow a beautiful garden in soil that's full of weeds. No matter how many seeds you plant, they're going to struggle. But here's the good news. Once you know what you're dealing with, you can start to make changes. Just like a gardener learns to spot and pull out weeds, you can learn to recognize and protect yourself from low vibrations. And the best part? The more you practice, the easier it gets. Soon, you'll be able to spot those energy-draining situations a mile away and know exactly how to handle them. Understanding low vibrations isn't about becoming paranoid or seeing negativity everywhere. It's about becoming aware of the energies around you and inside you. It's like developing a new sense, an energy sense. And just like any other sense, the more you use it, the sharper it becomes. So how do you start developing this energy sense? Pay attention to how you feel in different situations and around different people. Does your energy feel light and bubbly, or heavy and sluggish? Do you leave certain interactions feeling inspired and uplifted, or drained and down? Start keeping a mental note of these experiences. You might even want to jot them down in a journal. Over time, you'll start to see patterns emerge. Remember, the goal isn't to completely avoid all low vibrations. That's not realistic. And sometimes challenging situations can help us grow. The aim is to become aware of them so you can protect your energy when needed and make conscious choices about the energies you want to invite into your life. As you get better at recognizing low vibrations, you might start to notice them in places you didn't expect. Maybe that TV show you always watch actually leaves you feeling kind of bummed out. Or perhaps scrolling through social media before bed is filling your head with worries and comparisons. This awareness is powerful because it puts you in the driver's seat. You get to decide what energies you want to engage with and which ones you'd rather steer clear of. Now let's talk about why protecting yourself from these low vibrations is so important. Imagine your energy as a battery. Every interaction, every thought, every place you go either charges that battery or drains it. When you're constantly exposed to low vibrations, it's like your battery is always running low. You might find yourself feeling tired, unmotivated, or just generally blah. But when you learn to protect your energy, you're essentially putting a shield around that battery. You're making sure it stays charged up, ready to power you through your day with positivity and purpose. And the cool thing is, the more you protect your energy, the more positive energy you have to share with others. It's like creating a ripple effect of good vibes. Understanding low vibrations is also about recognizing that everyone is on their own energy journey. That person who's always complaining, they might be stuck in a low vibration pattern and not even realize it. By understanding this, you can approach these situations with compassion while still protecting your own energy. As we wrap up this section on understanding low vibrations, remember that knowledge is power. Just by reading this and becoming more aware of the concept of energy and vibrations, you're already taking a huge step towards protecting yourself. You're like a detective, starting to uncover the mystery of why some days you feel on top of the world and others, not so much. In the next sections, we'll dive into practical ways to create that energy shield we talked about, how to raise your own vibrations, and simple techniques you can use every day to keep your energy protected and positive. Get ready to become a master of your own energy. Remember, this journey is all about you. It's about creating a life that feels good from the inside out. Understanding low vibrations is just the beginning. It's the foundation that we'll build on to help you create a life filled with more joy, peace, and positive energy than you ever thought possible. So, are you ready to dive deeper and learn how to truly protect your energy? Let's keep going. Have you ever had one of those days where everything feels like a struggle? Where you're dragging yourself through each task, counting down the minutes until you can crawl back into bed? Chances are, you're experiencing energy drain. It's like someone's poked a hole in your energy balloon, and all the good vibes are slowly leaking out. Let's talk about what energy drain really looks like in everyday life. It's not always obvious. It can sneak up on you like a ninja in the night. One of the biggest signs is feeling tired all the time, even after you've had a full night's sleep. You might find yourself reaching for that third or fourth cup of coffee, trying to shake off the fog that seems to follow you around. But it's not just about being tired. Energy drain can show up in all sorts of sneaky ways. Maybe you've noticed that you're getting upset more easily these days. Little things that used to roll off your back now feel like the last straw. You might snap at your friend for being 5 minutes late, or feel like crying when you drop your fork at dinner. These emotional reactions are often a sign that your energy reserves are running low. Another big red flag is when you start avoiding people. We're social creatures by nature, but when our energy is drained, even the thought of small talk can feel exhausting. If you find yourself making excuses to skip social events or dreading phone calls from friends, it might be time to check in with your energy levels. Sometimes, energy drain shows up as a general feeling of blah. Nothing's wrong exactly, but nothing feels quite right either. It's like you're watching your life through a foggy window. You can see what's happening, but you don't feel fully connected to it. This disconnection is a classic sign that your energy needs some serious TLC. Physical symptoms can pop up too. Headaches, muscle tension, or that vague feeling of being under the weather can all be your body's way of telling you that your energy tank is running on empty. You might even notice that you're getting sick more often. When our energy is drained, our immune system takes a hit too, making us more susceptible to every bug that's going around. One of the sneakiest ways energy drain shows up is in our decision-making. When we're energetically tapped out, even small choices can feel overwhelming. Should I have the chicken or the fish for dinner? What movie should we watch? These simple decisions can suddenly feel like life or death choices. If you find yourself staring at your closet in the morning, totally stumped about what to wear, it might be more than just fashion indecision. It could be energy drain at work. The tricky thing about energy drain is that it can create a vicious cycle. When we're feeling drained, we often reach for quick fixes, sugary snacks, mindless scrolling on social media, or zoning out in front of the TV. While these might give us a momentary boost, they often leave us feeling even more depleted in the long run. It's like trying to fill up a car with the wrong type of fuel. You might get a little sputter, but you won't get very far. So why does all this matter? Because when we're constantly operating from a place of energy drain, we're not living our best lives. We're not showing up as our best selves for our friends, our family, or our work. It's like trying to run a marathon with weights strapped to your ankles. You might make it to the finish line, but it's going to be a struggle every step of the way. The good news is that once you start recognizing the signs of energy drain, you can take steps to turn things around. It's like being your own energy detective. Once you spot the clues, you can start solving the mystery of where your good vibes are disappearing to. Now that we understand what energy drain looks like, let's talk about how to stop it in its tracks. It's time to create your very own energy shield, your personal force field against those pesky low vibrations. First things first, let's get one thing straight. Your energy shield isn't some mystical woo-woo concept. It's a real thing that you can create with the power of your mind. Think of it like an invisible bubble that surrounds you, keeping the good vibes in and the bad vibes out. So how do we create this magical shield? It starts with visualization. I know, it might sound a bit out there, but stick with me here. Every morning, before you step out into the world, or even out of your bedroom, take a moment to close your eyes and imagine a bright, glowing shield forming around you. Picture it in whatever way feels right to you. Maybe it's a golden bubble of light, or a shimmering force field like in sci-fi movies. Some people imagine it as a cozy blanket of white light wrapping around them. The key is to make it feel real and protective to you. As you're imagining this shield, think about what you want it to do. Maybe you want it to reflect negativity, bouncing low vibrations right back where they came from. Or perhaps you see it as a filter, letting in only the energies that serve you and keeping out the rest. You might even imagine it as a mirror, reflecting your own positive energy back to you and amplifying it. Now I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but how long do I have to stand around imagining this shield every day? The good news is, it doesn't have to take long at all. Even just 30 seconds of focused visualization can make a big difference. It's like putting on your invisible armor before you head out to face the day. But here's the really cool part. Your energy shield isn't just for mornings. You can call it up anytime you need it. Heading into a stressful meeting? Take a deep breath and imagine that shield sliding into place. Dealing with a negative person? Strengthen your shield in your mind. It's like having a secret superpower that you can activate whenever you need it. Now, let's talk about making your shield even stronger. One powerful way to do this is by infusing it with positive affirmations. As you're imagining your shield, try saying something like, I am protected and safe. Only positive energy can reach me. Or, I choose what energies I allow into my space. These affirmations are like adding an extra layer of reinforcement to your shield. Another way to boost your shield is by connecting it to your breath. As you breathe in, imagine you're drawing in pure, positive energy, strengthening your shield. As you breathe out, picture any negativity or low vibrations being pushed out, unable to penetrate your protective bubble. This breath work not only reinforces your shield, but also helps calm your mind and center your energy. Color can be a powerful tool in creating your energy shield too. Different colors can represent different qualities you want to embody or energies you want to attract. For example, you might imagine a pink shield if you want to surround yourself with love and compassion, or a bright blue shield for clear communication and peace. Play around with different colors and see what feels right for you. Remember, your energy shield is personal. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The key is to create a shield that feels authentic and powerful to you. It might take some trial and error to figure out what resonates best, but that's all part of the journey. As you practice creating your energy shield, you might start to notice some changes. Maybe you feel more centered throughout the day, or perhaps you find it easier to let go of negative comments or situations that would have previously stuck with you. You might even notice that you're attracting more positive experiences and people into your life. But here's an important thing to remember. Your energy shield isn't about cutting yourself off from the world or avoiding all negative experiences. Life is full of ups and downs, and sometimes those challenging moments help us grow. Your shield is there to help you navigate these experiences from a place of strength and clarity, not to hide from them completely. Think of your energy shield as a tool for empowerment. It's not about fear or avoidance, but about taking control of your own energy and choosing how you want to interact with the world around you. It's like having a volume control for the energy in your life. You get to decide what to turn up and what to turn down. As you get more comfortable with creating your energy shield, you might want to experiment with different techniques. Some people like to use crystals or other objects as physical reminders of their shield. Others find that certain essential oils or scents help them connect to that protective energy. The possibilities are endless. Feel free to get creative and find what works best for you. Now that we've got our energy shields up and running, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in your energy protection toolkit: positive thinking. I know, it might sound a bit cliché, but hear me out. The power of positive thinking isn't just about slapping a smile on your face and pretending everything's great. It's about rewiring your brain to focus on the good stuff, even when life gets tough. Here's the deal. Our thoughts are super powerful. They're like the directors of our own personal movies, shaping how we see the world and how we feel about it. When we let negative thoughts run the show, it's like we're constantly watching a doom and gloom flick. But when we shift to positive thinking, suddenly we're the stars of an uplifting blockbuster. So how do we make this shift? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to the chatter in your head. Are you constantly criticizing yourself, worrying about things that might never happen? Focusing on what could go wrong instead of what could go right? Once you start noticing these thought patterns, you can begin to change them. One simple but powerful technique is to practice gratitude. Each day, try to think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're thankful for your morning coffee, or the way the sun feels on your face, or a text from a friend. By focusing on the good things in your life, you're training your brain to look for the positive. Another trick is to reframe negative situations. when something doesn't go your way, instead of thinking, "Why does this always happen to me?" Logically, try asking yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I use this experience to grow?" It's like turning lemons into lemonade. You're not denying that something difficult happened, but you're choosing to find the silver lining. Positive affirmations can be a game changer too. These are short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. Things like, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way," or "I choose to focus on the good in my life." At first, it might feel a bit silly or like you're lying to yourself, but stick with it. The more you repeat these positive statements, the more your brain starts to believe them. Now let's be real for a second. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything's perfect all the time. It's not about toxic positivity or denying your true feelings. If you're going through a tough time, it's okay to feel sad or frustrated. The key is not to get stuck there. Acknowledge the feeling, then ask yourself, what's one small positive step I can take right now? One powerful way to shift your thinking is to practice mindfulness. This means staying present in the moment instead of getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. When you catch yourself spiraling into negative thoughts, try to bring your attention back to the present. What can you see, hear, smell, taste, or feel right now? This simple practice can help break the cycle of negative thinking and bring you back to a more positive state. Another technique is to surround yourself with positive influences. This could mean spending time with uplifting friends, reading inspirational books, or listening to motivational podcasts. The people and information we surround ourselves with have a big impact on our thoughts and energy. It's like the old saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose your influences wisely. Remember, shifting to more positive thinking is a process. It's like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. Don't get discouraged if you have negative thoughts or bad days. The goal isn't to never have a negative thought again. That's not realistic. The goal is to get better at recognizing those thoughts and choosing to shift them to something more positive. One fun way to practice positive thinking is to play the what if up game. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, what if something bad happens? Zarinya, challenge yourself to flip it around. What if something amazing happens instead? What if things work out even better than you imagined? This little mind trick can help shift your energy and open you up to new possibilities. As you get better at positive thinking, you might start to notice some changes in your life. Maybe you find yourself bouncing back from setbacks more quickly. Or perhaps you start attracting more positive people and opportunities. You might even notice improvements in your physical health. After all, our minds and bodies are closely connected. But here's the really cool part. When you start thinking more positively, it doesn't just affect you. It ripples out to the people around you too. Your positive energy becomes contagious, lifting up your friends, family, and even strangers you interact with. It's like you become a walking, talking good vibe generator. Now that we've talked about protecting your own energy and harnessing the power of positive thinking, let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture, your environment. You know how they say you are what you eat? Well, you're also what you surround yourself with. Creating a positive environment is like setting up a cozy nest for your good vibes to thrive in. Let's start with your physical space. Take a look around you right now. Does your environment make you feel calm and happy, or stressed and overwhelmed? Our surroundings have a huge impact on our energy, often in ways we don't even realize. It's time to make your space work for you, not against you. First up, let's talk about decluttering. I know it's not the most exciting task, but hear me out. Clutter isn't just physical stuff. It's stagnant energy. Every time you look at that pile of papers you've been meaning to sort through, or that closet you can barely close, it's like a little energy drain. By clearing out the things you don't need or love, you're making space for new, positive energy to flow in. But decluttering isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's also about surrounding yourself with things that bring you joy. Maybe it's a cozy blanket that makes you feel safe and warm, or a piece of art that inspires you every time you look at it. Perhaps it's photos of your loved ones that remind you of happy times. Fill your space with things that lift your spirits and reflect the energy you want to cultivate. Colors can play a big role in creating a positive environment too. Different colors can affect our mood and energy in different ways. For example, blues and greens can be calming, while yellows and oranges can be energizing. Think about how you want to feel in each space in your home and choose colors accordingly. Even small pops of color, like a bright pillow or a colorful vase, can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about bringing a bit of nature into your space. Plants aren't just pretty to look at. They can actually help purify the air and boost your mood. If you don't have a green thumb, don't worry. There are plenty of low-maintenance plants out there. Even something as simple as a small succulent on your desk can help create a more positive vibe. Light is another important factor in creating a positive environment. Natural light is best, so try to open those curtains and let the sunshine in. If you don't have a lot of natural light, consider using full-spectrum light bulbs that mimic natural daylight. And don't underestimate the power of a few well-placed lamps to create a warm, cozy atmosphere. But creating a positive environment isn't just about your physical space. It's also about the people you surround yourself with. We've all heard the saying, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Well, there's a lot of truth to that, especially when it comes to energy. Take a moment to think about the people in your life. Who lifts you up? Who leaves you feeling energized and inspired? These are the people you want to spend more time with. On the flip side, who tends to bring you down or drain your energy? It might be time to set some boundaries with these folks. Now, I'm not saying you need to cut people out of your life completely. Sometimes the people who challenge us can also help us grow. But it's about finding a balance and being mindful of how different relationships affect your energy. One way to create a more positive social environment is to seek out like-minded people. Join a club or group related to a hobby you enjoy. Volunteer for a cause you care about. Take a class to learn something new. Not only will you be doing something you love, but you'll also be surrounding yourself with people who share your interests and values. Don't forget about your online environment too. In today's digital age, the content we consume online can have a big impact on our energy. Take a look at your social media feeds. Are they full of uplifting content that makes you feel good? Or do you find yourself getting caught up in negativity and comparison? It might be time for a digital declutter. Unfollow accounts that bring you down and seek out ones that inspire and motivate you. Creating a positive environment also extends to your workplace. If you spend a lot of time at work, it's important to make it as positive as possible. This might mean personalizing your desk with things that make you happy, or finding ways to inject some fun into your daily routine. Even small things, like taking a quick walk during your lunch break or having a friendly chat with a coworker, can help create a more positive work environment. Remember, creating a positive environment is an ongoing process. It's not about making everything perfect all at once. Start small. Maybe tackle one area of your home this week, or make an effort to spend more time with one positive person in your life. Over time, these small changes will add up to create a big shift in your overall energy. All right, we've talked about protecting your energy and creating a positive environment. But what do you do when you're already feeling bogged down by negative vibes? That's where energy cleansing techniques come in. Think of these as a spiritual shower. They help wash away the gunk and leave you feeling fresh and rejuvenated. Let's start with one of the simplest and most powerful energy cleansing techniques: spending time in nature. There's something magical about being surrounded by trees, feeling the earth beneath your feet, and breathing in fresh air. It's like nature has this amazing ability to reset our energy. Even if you live in a city, finding a park or a small green space can make a big difference. Take a walk, sit under a tree, or just stand barefoot on some grass for a few minutes. You might be surprised at how much lighter you feel afterwards. Water is another powerful tool for energy cleansing. If you can, take a dip in a lake or ocean. The natural ions in the water can help neutralize negative energy. But don't worry if you're landlocked. A simple shower can work wonders too. As the water runs over you, imagine it washing away any negative energy, stress, or worries. You can even visualize the water changing color, starting out dark and murky, representing the negative energy, and gradually becoming clear and sparkling as it washes it all away. Sound is a fantastic way to cleanse your energy. You don't need any fancy equipment. Even clapping your hands or snapping your fingers can help break up stagnant energy. If you're feeling a bit more adventurous, try using a singing bowl or bells. The vibrations can help shift your energy and clear your space. Don't have any of these? No problem. Put on your favorite upbeat song and dance it out. Moving your body to music is a great way to shake off negative vibes. Smudging is another popular energy cleansing technique. This involves burning herbs like sage or Palo Santo and letting the smoke waft around you and your space. As the smoke rises, imagine it carrying away any negative energy. If you can't burn anything where you live, or if you're sensitive to smoke, you can use essential oils instead. Lavender, lemon, and eucalyptus are all great for cleansing energy. Breathing exercises can be a powerful way to cleanse your energy. And the best part is, you can do them anywhere, anytime. Try this simple technique. Breathe in deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. As you breathe in, imagine you're drawing in clean, positive energy. As you breathe out, picture yourself releasing any negativity or stress. Do this for a few minutes whenever you need a quick energy reset. Visualization is another great tool for energy cleansing. Close your eyes and imagine a bright white light starting at the top of your head. See this light slowly moving down through your body, cleansing and purifying as it goes. When it reaches your feet, imagine it pushing any negative energy down into the earth, where it can be neutralized and transformed. Physical movement is a fantastic way to cleanse your energy. Exercise, yoga, or even just stretching can help move stagnant energy out of your body. If you're feeling really low energy, even just shaking your body for a minute can help. Imagine you're physically shaking off any negative vibes that have been clinging to you. Crystal lovers, this one's for you. Certain crystals are believed to have energy cleansing properties. Black tourmaline, for example, is often used for protection and cleansing negative energy. Clear quartz is known as a master healer and can help amplify positive energy. Even if you're skeptical about the metaphysical properties of crystals, holding a smooth stone and focusing your intention on cleansing your energy can be a calming and centering practice. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of laughter for cleansing your energy. Watch a funny movie, call that friend who always cracks you up, or look up some silly cat videos online. Laughter literally changes the energy in your body, releasing endorphins and helping to shake off negative vibes. Remember, energy cleansing isn't a one-and-done deal. Just like you need to shower regularly to keep your body clean, you need to cleanse your energy regularly too. Try to incorporate some of these techniques into your daily routine. Maybe start your day with a quick visualization, or end it with some calming breathing exercises. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Now that we've covered all these awesome techniques for protecting and cleansing your energy, let's put it all together into a daily routine. Think of this as your energy hygiene. Just like you brush your teeth every day to keep them healthy, you need to take care of your energy every day too. Let's start with the morning. As soon as you wake up, before you even check your phone, I know it's hard, take a moment to set your intention for the day. This could be as simple as saying to yourself, "Today, I choose to focus on the positive." Or you might want to use a more specific affirmation like, "I am protected and surrounded by positive energy." Next, it's time to visualize your energy shield. Remember that protective bubble we talked about earlier? Take a few deep breaths and imagine it forming around you, keeping you safe and protected for the day ahead. You might want to give it a color or texture that feels particularly strong and protective to you. As you're getting ready for your day, pay attention to your environment. Open the curtains to let in natural light. If you have plants, take a moment to water them or just appreciate their presence. Put on some uplifting music or a positive podcast to set the tone for your day. Before you head out, or start your work if you're at home, take a few minutes for some energy cleansing. This could be a quick meditation, some deep breathing exercises, or even just dancing to your favorite song. The goal is to start your day with clear, positive energy. Throughout the day, check in with yourself regularly. How's your energy feeling? If you notice it's starting to dip, take a moment to reinforce your energy shield. You might want to keep a small crystal or other object in your pocket as a physical reminder to protect your energy. When you encounter stressful situations or negative people, remember your energy protection tools. Take a deep breath, reinforce your shield, and remind yourself that you choose what energy you allow into your space. At lunchtime, if possible, try to get outside for a few minutes. Even just a quick walk around the block can help reset your energy. If you can't get outside, find a quiet spot to do some deep breathing or a quick meditation. As your day winds down, it's time for some energy cleansing. This could be a relaxing bath with some essential oils, a few minutes of journaling to release any negative thoughts, or some gentle stretching to release physical tension. Before bed, take a moment to practice gratitude. Think of 3 things you're grateful for from your day. This helps shift your focus to the positive and sets you up for good dreams. Finally, as you're falling asleep, imagine any remaining negative energy draining out of your body and into the earth, where it can be neutralized and transformed. Picture yourself surrounded by peaceful, healing energy as you drift off to sleep. Remember, this routine is just a suggestion. Feel free to adapt it to fit your lifestyle and what works best for you. The key is consistency. Even if you can't do every step every day, try to incorporate at least a few energy protection practices into your daily routine. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From understanding low vibrations to creating our own energy shields, from the power of positive thinking to daily energy protection routines. It's been quite a journey. But here's the thing. Protecting your energy isn't just about fending off negative vibes. It's about creating a life that feels good from the inside out. Think about it. When your energy is protected and positive, everything changes. You're more resilient in the face of challenges. You attract more positive people and experiences into your life. You're able to show up as your best self for the people you care about. It's like you're glowing from the inside, and the world can't help but respond to that glow. But remember, this isn't about becoming some sort of energy-protecting robot who never experiences negative emotions. We're human, and it's normal to have ups and downs. The goal is to have the tools to navigate those downs more easily and to spend more time in the ups. As you start implementing these practices, be patient with yourself. Like any new habit, it takes time to make energy protection a natural part of your daily life. There might be days when you forget your morning visualization or when a negative person really gets under your skin. That's okay. The important thing is to keep coming back to these practices, to keep choosing to protect and nurture your energy. And here's a beautiful thing. As you get better at protecting your own energy, you'll naturally start helping others do the same. Your positive vibes will ripple out, affecting everyone you interact with. You'll become a source of light in your own life and in the lives of others. So, as you go forward from here, remember, you have the power to protect your energy. You have the ability to create a life filled with more positivity, more joy, and more peace. It all starts with that decision to take care of your energy, one day at a time. Here's to your journey of energy protection and positivity. May your shield be strong, your thoughts be positive, and your energy be ever glowing. You've got this.